Hello and welcome. This is Ozioma Egwuonwu, the founder of World Dream Day. And today I am so excited to be joined by our amazing ambassadors who are playing a very powerful role in Europe in terms of not only bringing forth and activating the power of ideas, goals, and dreams, but doing it in their own unique way and making their own unique contributions for their countries and their communities. And so we're going to start off with a round of introductions. And each one of them are going to tell you a little bit about themselves. And then we're going to dive into conversations around our theme. We welcome you and we hope that you enjoy our World Dream Day Ambassadors for Europe dialogue. To get us started, why don't we start with Rana Badarani? Welcome to our session.
I'm Rana Badarani. I fulfilled my first dream in June 2011. And it's here where I discovered and witnessed the power of dreams. And since this moment, June 2011, all actions I have been undertaking or leading and the projects I've been leading are related to bringing awareness about dreams.
Mm. Welcome, welcome, Rana. And so now let's move to Ida Mancini, who is our World Dream Day Ambassador for Italy.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Zioma, and thank you very much for these wonderful opportunities of dreaming together today. I'm Ida Mancini. I'm a counselor. I'm a coach. I'm president of a cultural association, but most important, I'm World Dream Day Ambassador for Italy and mainly a dreamer. I'm very, very happy with my association to disseminate a little bit the principle of the World Dream Day movement, for which I adhere in 2023, spreading the culture of dreaming, which is a natural element in the human being, but for thousands of reasons has been put aside. The frenetic life, the lack of time to concentrate in their own objectives, and most important, the concern and the fear in times of instability. Everybody is well aware of what we have been living. And I think that dreams play an important role, particularly in this moment. So because they put in motions our desire, they release well-being, most important, positivity, optimism, most important, hope. I'm pronouncing this word in thousands of languages because that's the core, hope for the future.
Thank you so much for those words of just inspiration and words of opening and underscoring the importance of dreams in our world today. And so now we're going to move to Lydia Zivica, who is our World Dream Day Ambassador for Germany. Welcome, Lydia.
Yes, welcome everybody and hello. And I would like to introduce myself. My name is Lydia Zivica and I fulfilled one of my biggest dreams 10 years ago, actually 20 years ago, when I purchased a house on a small island, and 10 years ago I moved to Pellworm Island. So it's the smallest place. It's called a little piece of luck in Germany, in the northern part on the Danish border. And at the same time, I'm in love with traveling. And when I was a child, my dreams were already about discovering and exploring the world. So I fulfilled the last big dream I fulfilled was last year, actually exactly 1 year ago. I finished a 9 months world trip and I discovered so many beautiful places in the world. And most of all, I met so many fabulous, unique people. And I realized for myself that I must take this experience back to Germany that is about dreaming and fulfilling dreams. And I'm very happy and very honored to launch, World Dream Day officially this year in Germany.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So now you've met our World Dream Day ambassadors who are based here in Europe. And so now we're going to get into a little bit of just sense making, if you will, collaborative sense making, which is another capacity that is essential when we talk about dreaming together. And so we're going to begin to explore, what does the actual theme mean to each of us, and what comes to mind, and why does it matter? So I'll actually start with Lydia. Why don't you start and kick us off in terms of, what does this theme, dream together, mean to you?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind when I hear dream together is connect. Connect with people, meet people, and take time. I also realize that in just bypassing people like we do very often, we do not really connect. We don't really interact with people. We don't really feel into the situation, into the current moment. And so that is the beauty for me in dreaming together, that I can invite people to a podcast now for 100 days, and each individual conversation I dedicate, or we dedicate for each other, 15 minutes, and we talk about fulfilling dreams. And that to me means dreaming together.
So beautiful, so wonderful. And so, what about for you, Ida? What does dream together mean to you? What comes to mind?
Well, I think that these themes is the most appropriate for this period for thousands of reasons. And this I felt going around and interviews individuals, friends, and colleagues, because there is no more cohesion
Mm,
among individuals. Of course, technology play an important role, the abuse of mobiles, and lastly, the introduction of the artificial intelligence, and even before the pandemic,
mm,
play an important role. And people are nowadays totally disconnected. Everybody seems to be going on one way, but we are not thinking any longer as a collectivity.
mm,
Individualism still prevails. So I think that going around was spreading the culture, and even with our roles, that we are here united in the name of dreams, and as European, and going around and highlighting how beauty is, how beautiful is to stay together and collaborating, because dreams united people, united culture, and foster the diversity.
mm. Thank you so much, Ida, for that. And it's true. It's as we imagine and we feel into and think into what this theme means to us, it's also so important. It's also quite important to acknowledge what's actually been keeping us back from being able to do so, and what are the forces and the factors and the influences that impact our ability to come together to foster that connection that Lydia spoke about. And so now let's move to Rana. What about for you? What does this theme bring up in your mind?
Dream together for me reflects completely how dreams can elevate us together, allow
Mm,
us to move forward together, to overcome difficulties together, to attain the common destination together. And for me, only dreaming together can allow us to help our societies and our humanity to progress.
mm,
And to give you a concrete example, in my life, how can I witness dreaming together? Because as an ambassador of World Dream Day France, I am supported by a passionate team, and we are also supported by a godfather or a godmother who help us attain our fixed goals here in France for the year. And we are all gathered around a common vision and a common dream. And for me, celebrating World Dream Day in France is a true example of dreaming together.
beautiful. Thank you so much for that very concrete example. It also opens up the conversation and the importance of that, we've all been dreaming together. Even though I live between New York and Lisbon, Portugal, I am based in Europe, and we have been able to develop a very unique form of collaboration here in Europe. around World Dream Day. And it started with Rana reaching out to me when she learned about World Dream Day, and then Ida also, and then I met Lydia in New York. And this idea of suddenly one person steps forward, then another person, and then we began to meet more frequently whenever someone new comes into this conversation. And this unique approach to journeying together. In fact, we had a retreat earlier this year, our first ever World Dream Day Ambassadors retreat. And that was also amazing to be here in person and also remotely. Rana was joining us remotely. And that was also another concrete example of dreaming together. And the question then becomes, right? Why, as someone who considers themselves a leader, which we all are, why is it important that even if you are a leader, it's important to gather with other leaders. It's important to practice that higher order vision and to get input and to say, hey, what do you think about this? Give feedback. And then as a result, be able to elevate each other's initiatives and projects. And so part of the reason why we're doing this session is to bring forth the importance of coming together, the importance of dreaming together, and the importance of understanding that when we do, so much more becomes possible. Even for me, I have from the very beginning of creating World Dream Day embraced a collaborative approach because I'm very aware that yes, I may have my own gifts and my own capacities, but they're nothing. They're nothing compared to when my gifts join with Rana's gifts, when my gifts join with Ida's gifts, when my gifts join with Lydia's gifts, and when their gifts join with others, and suddenly we're all dreaming together in this magical, magnificent, exponential and expansive way. And so that is so important. And so we're going to now move into our next area of inquiry, which is where each of our ambassadors get to share with you what they've been up to in terms of their key initiatives. So Rana will speak about the broadcast that she does every year that really pulls together the visions and the dreams and the testimonials of France. Ida will talk about her initiative and her events that she's been doing in Italy. And Lydia will speak about her podcast that she launched, as well as the event that's taking place in Pellworm Island, which you will get to see tomorrow on the actual World Dream Day, because today is our Impact Day. It's our Impact Celebration Day. And so let's start with Rana sharing about what she's learned and the journey of that amazing broadcast, which she always puts together every World Dream Day, which you will get to watch tomorrow. So take it away, Rana.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, whenever I meet someone, I always hear this surprised answer. Oh, there is a day to celebrate dreams, our dreams. So yeah, it always feels magical when I meet someone. And so this is, I shall say, my main mission and everyday mission as an ambassador of World Dream Day France, to inform people about World Dream Day, and to invite them to celebrate this day by sharing their dreams and organizing actions to bring awareness around them about dreams. And then my second mission as an ambassador is to inspire actions by organizations and structures such as municipalities, schools, retirement houses and homes. We can also say associations and firms. Why? Because in order to have this bigger and larger impact. And my third mission is to highlight all these actions taking place in France on World Dream Day specifically, but during all over the year generally, in order to highlight all what's taking place. And during our annual hybrid event in France, we also give the speech to experts and people in general um, to share their testimonials by linking dreams to their own field of expertise, and by sharing also their dreams and the dreams they have already fulfilled. And for me, this part where we hear people sharing their testimonials showed me the richness of the term dream, because I learned that we can link dreams to any field in our life, and that every and each testimonial is unique. And here, where we can discover more about dreams through these testimonials.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. And I must say, I had the honor and the privilege of joining Rana last year in Toulouse, France, for that broadcast. And we also did our own for the World Dream Day global ambassador, I mean, global broadcast. But I will say Rana is an amazing communicator. And what she has developed along with her team is pretty impressive. I love watching the broadcast, and I also love seeing someone who is an amazing communicator, bring that gift of her own gifts to the forefront through this initiative. And so thank you, Rana, for all the wonderful
Yes,
contributions that you've made. Thank you deeply and truly. And so now let's move to Ida. We'd love to hear about your journey, Ida, what you've been up to, and how this process of coming up with new and improved creative ways of celebrating World Dream Day in Roma, how that's coming to life for you.
Oh, thanks, Ozioma. So this year we have organized a very different event compared to the previous one because we want to feel the warmth of the Romans. Everybody is welcoming, enjoying us, and participating actively in the event, which is really dynamic. We have 3 laboratories: dancing, singing, theatering. We have, of course, the presence of our representative from Municipality of Rome, from Lazio region. We will tribute respect to a big dreamers. And the very end, and this is something unbelievable, everybody say really, we have a small live concert. And I don't want to say anything more because there will be an explosion of energy because we want to give participants a little bit of lightness, particularly in this moment. So everybody is invited, and to bring small socks. I don't want to say anything more, but energy for sure will be felt.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I myself started to get excited by what you were sharing. I want to go to Rome and I want to experience that. I'm sure one day I will have the honor and privilege to join you in Rome for World Dream Day. We're crossing our fingers and we're hoping for that one day. And so now we're going to move over to Lydia, and Lydia is going to share about what she has been up to when it comes to World Dream Day in Germany.
Yeah, thank you, Ozioma. Yeah, tomorrow it's going to be 100 days when we started the Dreams of Change podcast. Season 1, we call it Dream and Go. Why do we call it Dream and Go in Germany? I remember, Ozioma, we had this discussion. And this goes back to dreaming alone doesn't have a big value in Germany. You know, it's all about doing. And so we called it Dream and Go to combine the two forces. Even though I'm a dreamer myself, so I am standing up and representing the dreamers of Germany, or I'm trying to inspire and encourage dreamers in Germany to show up. And this is why I have these conversations. 15 by now. So tomorrow there's going to be a special edition, even the first time in English. So that's one part of our happenings in Germany for the first year. And last week we started to talk to people in person. So far everything was virtually, and now we start to talk to people in person. So we had an island evening here on Pellworm Island, and we had a big whiteboard, and we had little how do you call that? Beer thingies, and we said a good dream basically fits on a piece of paper. So we had amazing conversations over there, which also showed the individual approach to dreams. Some people are scared to share their dreams. Some are totally open to talk about their dreams. And you hear a lot of individual stories, which is very encouraging. And the most heartwarming for me is that people start talking amongst each other. They walk away from the booth and they start talking about dreams. That's what we want, right? So tomorrow, the Lighthouse event, A Light for All of Us, is going to be a very exciting event. We're going to climb up 124 stairs to the ninth floor. And when you go outside, you see that the globe is round, so that you really have an imagination of the world. And we will celebrate the power of dreams and send a light from our lighthouse. And I believe this should be very powerful. And we have a historic bell that we're going to ring, and keep our fingers crossed that technology works and we all hear this magnificent sound and very special moment that reminds us on the power of our dreams. So I'm really forward looking to that one. And to sum it up, we will afterwards have a happiness dinner. We also invited the happyologist of Germany. There is only one, because we believe in Germany, we ask ourselves, what's the value of dreaming? And I believe that the value of dreaming is that it makes us happy and it lets us enjoy things. And that's what we want to express during a happiness dinner. So 50 people come together and experience a 3-course menu next to the lighthouse, in vision or in view of the lighthouse. And this is how we end up the evening. So it should be very powerful. And I hope a lot of people in Germany see this and enjoy this and maybe have a little special dinner for themselves.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for walking us through that. And so you can see that each ambassador has their own unique way of bringing forth the dreams in their local environment. And it leverages their own skills, their own visions, what it is they desire to bring forth. And so what I love most about this journey that has become the World Dream Day Ambassadors program is we have ambassadors all over the world, not just in Europe, but also on the continent of Africa, also in Asia, also in the Americas. And each one is serving to bring this unique capacity to dream and do forward into the culture, into the zeitgeist. And so this notion of dreaming will no longer be a foreign one for some people, or one that's minimized. It will actually become a culture of dreams, which is what we want. And so I want us to close our conversation with just a little bit of expression around what does being a World Dream Day ambassador mean to each of you. And so I'm going to start with Ida this time. Tell us, Ida, what does being a World Dream Day ambassador mean to you?
Well, to me, first of all, it is a big, big privilege to collaborating with all of you, with Ozioma, with my mentor. I never met a person with such an energy, enthusiasm, and charisma, which is to me a fundamental element missing in this world nowadays. It means to me leaving a small seed and see that these seeds generate small plants up to a forest. So I committed in putting seeds wherever I'm going. Everybody say to me, I'm like a stars that whenever I'm pass, because there are connection and because everybody has this dreaming element. But even there are people who don't know having it. And that's why Ida is there.
You're there to put those seeds, to plant those seeds and to spread the word. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much, Ida, for your contribution. It's been wonderful having you in this, what I love to call is at this point, we're kind of like a family. It really does become this close unit where we care about each other, we check in on each other, and we want each other's ideas, goals, and dreams and initiatives to flourish. And that's something to me that's truly remarkable. About this initiative. It grows and continues to flourish according to who comes. And so let's hear from Rana. What about for you? What does being a World Dream Day ambassador mean to you?
For me, it's an honor, a privilege, just as Ida just mentioned, and a responsibility, a big responsibility in order, because when we dream together, we move forward together, and it should be the path that we choose should be also aligned with the general vision. So for me, it's a responsibility to carry this mission and keep it related with the global vision of World Dream Day. So for me, it's a responsibility, and I would like to thank you, Ozioma, for being there for us ambassadors in order to keep the line that has been initially World Dream Day
Mm.
born for.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rana. It's been wonderful, as I expressed before, to see and to witness and to support your evolution and your growth, and to receive the benefits, as we all do, of your contributions and your dedication. I will honestly say I've probably never met someone as relentless as Rana Badarani. She is relentless when she has a goal or a vision or something she wants to move forward. She does not let go until it moves forward. And that is a very, very, very powerful and important capacity in these times. So thank you, Rana. And so now we're going to move to Lydia. Last but not least, what does being a World Dream Day ambassador mean to you?
For me, it's, I want to call it magic. Yes, it's an invitation, it's an honor, it's a responsibility, it's a privilege, but for the most part, I believe it's magic. I even want to mention the mysteries of life, how we connected and how I immediately knew I must do this. There is no other choice. There is no going back and thinking about it. I have to do it. And yes, I am the first ambassador for Germany, but hopefully come next year, I'm not the only one, because I see myself as the pioneer for Germany, but I want and invite people to join me and become an ambassador, because I don't see reasons why I should be the only one. I think we need more. I like to work across generations also. So I invite young people to join us here. Yeah, the generations that can think and dream of something where we have no idea what it is. So I think it's a big evolution that starts this year. Yes. And I'm very grateful to you, Ozioma, for having all these patience with the Germans, with the German woman in me, which caused a lot of trouble and a lot of extra time, like you mentioned. And so a special thank you for still having me on board.
Oh, you're so welcome, Lydia. I think the beauty of this is that, as we know, every one of us have our own unique personalities, unique quirks, unique gifts. And part of being able to dream together, just to bring it back as we close our conversation to the theme, is for me, dreaming together is an essential capacity for our times. It is essential that we learn to be able to co-create and co-tend and cohere around a vision of possibility. And in order to do so, that means moving beyond your own ego, moving beyond attachment, moving in ways you may have never thought you would have ever moved before. And as we do, something else becomes born. And I've been able to witness that time and time again, and particularly with the projects and the initiatives this year with Lydia, because this idea may start off in one way, and then it may move in different ways. And you have to be able to stay with it, and it could get prickly sometimes, but the commitment to the larger vision and realizing that it's about something greater than us individually, it's about the collective tending and birthing of new possibilities, it changes everything. And so dreaming together, as you have heard through our session, is so important. And we can only advance in particular ways when we move beyond our own notions of what is the best way to do things, and we enter into collective intelligence. And so I'm so thankful for each of your individual and our collective intelligence that makes this opportunity of dreaming together possible. So thank each of you for being World Dream Day ambassadors. If you who are listening are interested in being a World Dream Day ambassador for your location or just for yourself, you just say, I want to be ambassador for World Dream Day. Reach out to us on social media or just send us an email, dream@worlddreamday.org, and someone will get right back to you. But if this speaks to you, if this notion of bringing forth the power of ideas, goals, and dreams, not only on World Dream Day, but throughout the year, being able to stay in that conversation, I invite you to reach out to us. And so thank you so much for watching our World Dream Day Ambassador Europe broadcast. It has been an honor to be with each of you watching, and of course with our World Dream Day ambassadors. And stay tuned for the rest of the programming that is going to take place today on our World Dream Day pre-celebration Impact Day, as well as all day tomorrow for World Dream Day. And thank you so much. Keep dreaming, keep doing, and keep making a difference.